and he founded the theory of biodynamic stuff, like working with nature, and so basically you see like the farm as an organism. I was like, don't say orgasm, so I said organism. Orgasm of itself. Orgasm, oh no! Orgasm.
Hello, I'm Jen.
My name's Rachel.
Welcome to our channel. We are Whisky Geeks.
Not whiskey snobs.
So if you like all things whisky,
And you're not a snob,
subscribe! We are trying a rather interesting whisky today. I don't know much about this topic.
So we are trying the new Biodynamic Project from Bruichladdich.
So I'm familiar with Bruichladdich
Yep.
and the distillery, but not biodynamics.
So, tell us what you know about Bruichladdich, first of all. Let's talk about
Bruichladdich, really cool distillery. They do lots to do with terroir, or they did anyway, lots of terroir, provenance,
So they began like experimenting with different heritage varieties of barley.
Yes, like the beer barley, that's
for a long time.
Yeah.
And also being more sustainable in that, because they were growing barley from, I feel like they were one of the, if not the distillery that set about a modern trend of using like grain grown locally to you. Grain grown locally to you rather than like outsourcing it from, there's still quite a lot of places get them from England.
Yeah, and Eastern Europe I think as well.
And Eastern Europe and Germany and things like that.
Anyway, yeah.
So this is English grain they've used for this one.
Is it?
It's from a farm in England. Yardsdale, I think, or it might be a slightly different name. We can double check. A name, and it's a farm in England.
Right.
So the farm has been organic for a number of years, and now they're biodynamic as well as being organic. So
organic is just, you have to be like certified organic, so you can't use certain pesticides and things like that, right?
Yes.
And all I know about biodynamic is something to do with the moon.
That is a good point with it, yes.
Right.
Should we start smelling?
Yeah, I think that's the only thing I know about it.
So, it's 10-year-old, quite spirity.
It's gone up.
Spirity.
Yeah.
It's 50% I think as well, so it is
so we might need
not cask strength, it's stronger.
Bruichladdich strength.
Yes, 50% is all. And so it's just American oak refill casks, I think.
Right.
I want to say that. So
it's quite zesty.
Really zesty.
Lemon peel.
Oh.
Yeah, fizzy. It's got a small fizz.
Really fizzy. Some orchard fruits, I think.
Don't get that yet, maybe.
Maybe a bit of it like a fizzy apple.
Yeah. All like green and yellow fruits.
Definitely yellow. Yeah, green apple.
What lingers up there?
Like yellow Fanta.
Yes!
Yeah. Like fizzy yellow Fanta.
Like when you burp after you've had fizzy yellow Fanta and it comes back out your nose.
That's exactly it.
Oh. What do you know what I think of that?
So biodynamic stuff, I've been reading up about this because it is interesting as well in terms of like the whiskey industry. We're using different types of grains and stuff now, and whether that actually does make a difference. Some people say it does, some people say it doesn't, basically.
Yeah.
But biodynamic is interesting because it's kind of a very well intended thing for the environment that does work well on a small scale, but in terms of scaling it up.
Oh, really?
Like if the world turned biodynamic, it wouldn't be sustainable because you need like 10 times the amount of land to do the same amount of stuff.
Is it quite kind of, like, I don't know, I've heard people say it's kind of like quite like hippie and quite like...
Yeah, it's working with nature, so part of like biodynamic principles are things that we've always been doing, or farmers have always been doing, which is like crop rotation. So stuff like that which totally makes sense.
Right.
So there's some of that stuff where it's like growing different plants and like principles of permaculture that's to do with planning out how you lay all your plants, and that the plants... Some like plants that are good for each other are beside each other and things like that.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Like watching it for a lichen grow and being like, the oxygen quality is good.
Yes, I know that.
Stuff like that.
Lichen means the air is good, yeah.
So that is good, but there's also a bit of a hippy dippy side to it. Like,
there's a bit like too much.
Yeah, so you shouldn't harvest when the moon's out, or things like, I don't know if that's one of them, but for an example,
things about the moon,
stuff like that, like you shouldn't and a bit of it, like a spiritual element to it. So like bury a cow's horn to like prosper, more fertility. And
so I thought it was to do with like some of like the like the nutrients in the cow's horn, because I have heard this, people have said this,
which is
I
an
thought
element
the nutrients
to it.
in the cow's horn would go in, but if they're just burying one in a corner of a field, it's not going to do much for the rest of the crop, is it?
So I think there'll be bits of it. I think like lots of things in human history, there'll be bits of it that have like spiritual explanations, but also do make sense to do.
Yes.
So
like a lot of whiskey, actually, a lot of it was trial and error, but also like superstition.
Yeah, exactly. So biodynamic is interesting in things I want to learn more about, but I think it has some good things and some like well-intended stuff.
So you need to learn it and see what you think is real and what's maybe a little bit too much.
So it's basically, it's a bit pseudoscience-y, so there might be some things that are based on science, and some of it it's like, well, there's not really much basis for that.
Okay, cool. That's interesting. But Bruichladdich have decided to experiment with it.
They have decided to experiment with it, yes. And because, so they say it's carbon neutral as well, or carbon negative. I couldn't find out why exactly it was carbon negative. Yeah. So oftentimes when they say it's carbon negative, you presume it's because they are doing something themselves. Yeah. Like the Nadar gin, like Arbiki, where the pea's taking carbon from the ground. They might just be paying someone to plant trees. Right. Okay, I see. Because, so it still makes it carbon negative because that company is using its money in that way.
But is it this whiskey specifically is carbon negative?
Don't know.
Like, because then, do they take into account the transportation to get it to, like,
that's what I was wondering. Yeah, because Islay barley is from Islay. Yeah. So, I don't know. I think there's some of these things that are always well-meaning but slightly greenwashing unintentionally.
Yeah. Slange. Let's try it.
Bruichladdich. Spicy barley, wee bit of saltiness. Quite spicy.
Vanilla and lime.
Vanilla and lime, great one, yeah, definitely.
It's almost rummy.
This is a wee bit funky, but not quite sweet.
Yeah. And did you say it's 10 years old?
10 years old.
I feel like it tastes younger than that. I actually like that, actually.
It tastes a lot younger than 10, I think.
I like I know it's very hot in here, but I'm liking the warmth as it goes down.
Yeah. I think Euan had said it does get better with water.
So yeah, Euan brought us this sample.
Yes, thank you very much, Euan. And there's also just slightly back to biodynamic stuff. The guy who founded Biodynamic things, he's someone to look up, to be interested in. Rudolf Steiner.
Is he? I've heard of him. I don't think I'm right.
So who did you think he was?
I thought he was something to do with contemporary dance. That's not right.
He's not. He maybe did do that in his spare time. He wasn't like an academic in it. He's not known for it.
I'm probably mixing up some other people in there.
So he founded this principle. He was born in the 1800s. And he founded the theory of biodynamic stuff, like working with nature, and so basically you see like the farm as an organism. I was like, don't say orgasm. So I said orgasm. Orgasm of itself. Orgasm. Oh no! Orgasm. So, yes, the farm. He was a fascist, Jennifer.
Not a dancer.
Not a dancer. He was a fascist. No, Bruichladdich also, this is what I was going to tell you about earlier, have a B Corp certification. What is that?
Like the letter B, or like buzzy bees?
No, like just the letter B.
The letter B,
So
right.
they have a B Corp certification, and do you know what you need to get
Not a
to
clue.
be a B Corp?
To be a B
Corp.
No.
Corp certification. To be a B.
To be a B.
So to be a B Corp certification.
That's another B. To be a B. I never questioned that one.
So it's just one B. It's only to be a B.
Oh no, to be a B. I said, is it B the letter B or B a B? But there's also to be the B.
Yeah, to be the B.
To
be the B Corp. To get the certification. Then you basically have to uphold, like, it's one of these organisational things that you can, like, we're dog friendly or we're carbon neutral or whatever, but it's like the highest certification of social, environmental, ethical considerations or something like that.
Oh,
so it's
and
quite...
Bruichladdich have this?
Bruichladdich have this,
Oh.
which makes you think, oh great, but to be a B, you apply yourself and it costs.
Right,
So not all companies will do that because you have to apply yourself.
People might comply with it but not pay for it.
Yes,
Right.
but how do they assess the compliance?
They assess themselves.
Self-assessment.
Yeah.
Which,
Like Green Tourism Business Scheme.
is that the same? Where it's
I
just,
think so.
so that's not really
Yeah.
valid in it for me in a way. That they self-assess. Do you know what? I think you need someone
Yeah.
independent to do that. You can't recycle their tins.
You can't recycle their tins. You can buy them off their website without the tin. But
we
we
buy
as a
them?
shop can't buy them without a tin.
I'd like to buy them without the tin.
Yeah,
So, okay, with water.
with water.
It goes, it's right up your nose.
It does.
Makes my eyes water.
It's fizzy. It's definitely fizzy. It's quite hot. It's really hot still. But I like that. I think I like that.
I like it. I love it. I'm slightly biased. I really like Bruichladdich. Like I do, and it tastes like Bruichladdich to me.
I quite like that though. Lime and vanilla is what I get in that mostly.
Yep.
Lime, peel and vanilla.
And also if you know more about biodynamic things and stuff.
Oh yeah, tell us,
and also tell me if I'm wrong. I got this is some of my own knowledge, but also from people that I know that are knowledgeable on the facts. So yeah, and we'd be really curious if you've got anything at all, any resources you can point us to that actually show the difference in terms of like the chemical makeup of the barley.
Yeah.
Because that's something I've struggled to find actual research on.
But yeah, comment. Let us know what you think.
Have you tried it? Would it make you try it if you saw it was carbon negative? That would make me more likely to buy it for sure.
And join us again next time. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe down here. And yeah, join us again for another interesting tasting video. Cheers! Thank you for joining us. We hope you enjoyed our video. If you did, please give it a like and a subscribe. And you can follow us on social media at The Grail Tastings. See you next time. Slange.
So...
Anyway, the whiskey's quite nice.
The whiskey's nice. Did we add water? Did we add water?
We can check the video.
Should add it again just in case we drop it. Watch it back and tell me if we have. I think we have.
This is the most downhill it's gone.
Oh, so quickly. Oh no.